Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Marilyn Darling Show. And welcome to another episode of Introduction to Calligraphy. Today we're going to be doing connecting letters. But first, let's do the daily things, shall we? Tonight at 9 p.m. is MrMGWard on the YouTube. So come hang out with us there. Today's question of the day is, if you could choose one book as a mandatory read for all high school students, which book would it be? Today's quote of the day is, never bend your head, always hold it high. Look the world straight in the eye. All of the emails have been read. Today's Inky prompt of the day is, list 5 moments you want to revisit in your lifetime. I have done all of the Instagram. Let's check the birthdays. Have I done the birthdays today? Do we have any birthdays? Today's birthday goes out to Pixie Vilches. Happy birthday, Pixie. I hope you have a great day wherever you are in the world. And that just leads us back to Dope. Hello. How are you all doing today? Are you having a nice day? I hope you're having a great day wherever you are in the world. Just gonna do some really quick housekeeping. Let's see. Tweet, Tumble, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Facebook, and last but not least, Blogger. Alright, all things have been updated, so that's good. Awesome. So, today's Inkorimo will go out to Miss Mary Hodges. Miss Mary Hodges? Hodges, yes, Mary Hodges. So, I'm sending her a little package. So today we're going to learn how to connect letters, but then we're going to learn how to wrap a package so that way that the next person who gets the package can reuse the package. So that's a thing that happens. So you get a little tapey tape. And you put a little tapey tape. Just good sticky stuck. Sticky stuck, right? Cool. And then we're going to cover the package. So that way you can use the box again. So you're going to take a paper and kind of get it so it's in the middle of the paper. Make some well-defined edges. You're going to kind of wrap it like a present. It is a present, but still, we're going to try and wrap it like a present. So that way, you can kind of reuse the package. I know this seems very trivial to some people, but I am all about recycling. Well, not all about it, but I mean, I am all for reusing packages. Right? Now, of course, you could do this with a piece of wrapping paper but I am just using what I have, which is just plain Hewlett Packard 32-pound copy paper. Don't judge. Don't you judge me. you have like a little bit hanging open over here, that's just fine. It can be there. Just want to make sure that you cover up all of the edges, because if you don't cover up the edges, you might get caught on something. And that would be the end for sure. I'll be right back. Okay. This is like the shittiest wrapping job ever. I am so sorry, Mary. Sometimes we have to use the things that we have at our disposal. Even though they might not seem like the most bestest idea. Whatever, it's a box. It's fine. It'll be fine in the mail. It's not. I mean, the items inside are like a CD and some quarter rolls. And some paper. Ooh, paper. I know I'm giving it away. I'm sorry. Okay, then I will address this and take it to the post office later on today. And that will be Incorrimo Day 2 Finito. Cool? Alrighty then, now what? Alright, let's see, what do we got going today? Today we're going to be doing connection letters. We're going to be connecting strokes in order to make letters. So today, I'm going to be using a pencil. Actually, we'll use our crayon because that's more, we can see that better. So today is all about connecting letters. Now, when you connect strokes to each other, you'll find that you'll have to look back on your first day at the strokes. Now, connecting letters is kind of tricky. Like I said, there's 4 different sections of each of these lines. And even though when we take a look at it, if we scroll way in, we can see that the letters, upstroke, underturn, ascending stem loop, compound curve, dash, oval, cross. Each one of these has a different connecting point. So let's just zoom out. And we'll show you that we'll separate these into 4 different sections. This is the top line, the middle line, and the bottom line. Okay. When you're doing an entrance stroke, always try and come at least the quarter way up. Okay? Because you might lead into an oval which starts just a little bit over and goes up, over, around, like that. Because if you were to go all the way up to the top line, your oval would have to start practically underneath this point. And you'd have to come up, over, around, and down. And by that time, it's at the halfway point anyway. So, if you're doing, like, let's say the letter S, you have to go above, just above the halfway point, and then come back down, around, in. Okay? Every letter has its own entrance stroke. Let's take a look. Doot, doot, doot. Let's take a look at the alphabet. Entrance stroke, oval, underturn. A, B has a halfway, and then an ascending stem loop, and then a reverse oval, and then an upstroke. A C is a half upstroke, a quarter upstroke, and an oval, a D, when you're connecting to an oval, you only go about a quarter of the way up into the oval, and then the ascending stem loop to the quarter way up. An E is to the quarter, and then across to an oval. Okay. Top line, middle line, bottom line. The F, now here's a very tricky thing. When you're making an F, you want to go almost all the way up to the top of, so you want to do a full upstroke into an ascending stem loop, into a descending stem loop, but only about halfway into the next line, and then an upstroke. Depending on what your next letter is, you'll only go up to the quarter way up. So look like that. Or if you wanted to be proper, you could go halfway up, and then the ascending stem loop, and then the full descending stem loop. But that looks silly. So that's how I would make it. And all this is up to the style of writing that you want to make. Everyone's writing is going to be different. G goes into an oval, so quarter way up, oval, and then descending stem loop, upstroke, into an upstroke. H, let's see, H is a half upstroke into an ascending stem loop into a compound curve. Okay, or you can go to a quarter compound curve, upstroke, ascending stem loop, compound curve, like that. Okay. The I, we're going to go to the quarter mark, and then the underturn with a tittle. J up to the quarter mark, and then the descending stem into a descending stem loop, and then an upstroke with a tittle. K, here's where we come into the very specific letters. Upstroke, ascending stem loop, KP, underturn. Okay, it's kind of like a reverse oval into an underturn. A miniature reverse oval into an underturn. L, come up to the halfway point, do an ascending stem loop into an underturn, into an upstroke, sorry. M is just an overturn, a compound curve to an upstroke. Or an overturn into an upstroke. N is just an overturn into an upstroke. And O is just an upstroke into an oval with a comma dot. Or into an oval into a very large extended comma dot. P is an upstroke to a descending stem loop to an oval, to a reverse oval to an upstroke. Q is an upstroke, oval, into a reverse descending stem loop to an upstroke. R is an upstroke to a comma dot to an understroke. S is an upstroke, halfway upstroke to the S shape to an upstroke. T would be a halfway upstroke to a very large underturn and a cross. U would be an halfway upstroke, underturn, and an underturn. V is a compound curve into a comma dot. W is an upstroke into an underturn, into a comma dot. X is a compound curve with a cross. Y is a compound curve into a descending stem loop with an upstroke. We'll go Z up here. Z is a overturn brought in just a little bit with an up, under, descending stem loop with an upstroke. How do we connect these? Now we're going to get into connecting. Alright. Now we've had it very easy up until this point. Connecting letters is kind of difficult. So I'm going to try and go over all of the different combinations. We'll go from... We'll start with A, and we'll see how far we go. A is upstroke, oval, underturn, oval, underturn. It's connecting an A to an A. Now connecting an A to a B is come up to the middle line, ascending stem loop, reverse oval, upstroke, and A to a C, okay, A to a D, and A to an E, and A to an F, oops, and A to a G, and A to a H. And A to an I. Need to sharpen my pencil. It's getting kind of broad here. And the A to a J. Don't forget to put the tittle, otherwise it looks like a Y. So that's very important. And A to a K. And an A to an L, an A to an M, A to N, A to O. We're going to do another A to an O. Okay. A to a P. Okay. A to a Q. A to a R. A to a S. A to a T. A to a U. A to a V, A to a W, A to a X, A to a Y, and then A to Z. Oh, I got it all on one page. That's pretty amazing. So that is all the combinations of A. Let's do the letter B. Actually, let's not. I just wanted to show you guys that you can connect pretty much any letter to any letter. We're going to do some of the more difficult ones now. We're going to do W, X, Y, W, R, S, W, R, and S. Okay, so W, R, and S. Okay, so W, A, oops. Let's get our lines down so we don't forget where we are. W to A. Now I write my little my W's like this. That's just my style. You can go all the way up to the top if you want to, but that's just my style. So everybody has their own style. W to B looks like this. Okay. W to C okay. And W to D W to E W to F W to G A, B, C, D, E, F, G, oh, C, E, F, okay. W, H, W to I, W to J, W to H, I, J, K, W to L, W to M. See, now we're getting into the weird letters. Okay. Oh, M is the other one. M to Y. Okay, so W, R, S, M, and Y. We'll get into these. Okay. W to N. W to O, W to P, W to Q, W, okay, here, let's just, here's where things get a little tricky. I'm gonna have to sharpen my pencil for this. I hope that you're all ready. Hi Gary, how you doing? Are you having a nice day? Now here's where the fun part comes in. Oh, today's Sunday Groundhog Day. Oh, I don't know. Let me look outside just really quick. I think the groundhog is going to see a shadow, so that means we might be done with winter early. Okay, W to R. This is where people get really confused. And it's really simple. All you have to remember is that W has a comma dot. And the comma dot comes down to the quarter line and then goes back up to the half line. Now, when writing this on a normal sized line, let's go way in, okay? When writing this on a line from here to here, W to R looks like this. Entrance stroke, underturn, underturn, comma dot, and then the quarter way up comes the comma dot, then an underturn. Okay? When we zoom out, it looks kind of like this. Entrance stroke, underturn, underturn, comma dot, underturn. Super simple. Other ways to write W to RR, you can go W to R, start with a W, go from a comma dot into a downstroke, into an overturn, into a comma dot. I know, it's very complicated. W to S is another one. W, comma dot, S. Looks very weird. The only other way that I can tell you to write this is W, S. Not everything has to be exactly connecting. Just for space purposes, this will be the middle and this will be the bottom. W to T, W to U, W to W. This is why I make the middle hump smaller than the other two, because if you write it like this, what does it look like? It looks like I-R-I. You see? And W. Wait, what did we just do? W. Okay, so WX. So this is where comes the comma dot down, over, down, and up. It looks kind of like a Where are we? Go, camera, go. It looks kind of like a roller coaster. I'll do that again. So W, underturn, overturn, down, up, and then cross. I have seen people do this. That's kind of what I do when I'm doing W to X. They kind of make like an I, an R, and then cross the last leg of the R. Sorry, I'm trying not to use... My middle finger is longer than my pointer finger, so I sometimes use my middle finger to point things. I'm not flipping you guys off, I promise. I don't fly like that. Okay, W to Y is kind of the same thing as the X. Comma dot into a compound curve, basically, and then into a descending stem loop. And then last for W is W to Z. To Z. R. Let's get into R. So R is R to A, R to B, R to C. I'm just going to go over these really quick now. R I, R to J, R to K, R to L, R to M, R to N, R to O, R to O. Oh geez, I can't even see what I'm doing. There, how's that? Is that better? Okay. Arg, exactly. R to P, R to Q, R to R. R to S. R T. R T U. R to V. R to V is another hard one. But you see, it's so simple. You just comma dot up to the middle line, and then do the comma dot on top of a comma dot, into an understroke. R to V isn't hard, but V into R, also W into R, and M into Y. It's like a double compound curve. Some people write M to Y like this, M, and then they write the Y like this. But why don't we write the M to Y like this? Why? Can anybody tell me why? Yes, because it looks like midge. If you forget your tilde, your tittle, people will think you're writing midge. So, try and write your M to Y's so that people can read them better. Also, spacing helps. Okay. Any other difficult letters that you can think of? Let's see. W is another difficult letter. Wait, I was almost done. I wasn't quite done. Q R S T U V W up R to X. R to X. R to Y. R to Z. Okay. Okay. V is another one. V to A. V to B. V to C. V to D. V to E. V to F. V to H. Oops, I forgot G. V. Oops. V. G to G. V to I. Don't forget your tittle. V, H, I, J to J. Don't forget your tittle. V to K. V to L. Oops. V to M. Elemental PQ. Okay. So we'll just pretend that this is the middle line. There we go. So V to N. V to O. And I have to sharpen my pencil again. V to P. Let's do V to P up here so we have more room to see. So halfway. V to P. V to Q. V to R. Q, R, S. V to S. V to U. V to W. V to V. V to X. V to Y. Another roller coaster-y looking one. V to Z. W is the same as the V. We already went over R and V. V is almost the same as W. Q, R, S. S is kind of a tricky one, because what happens when you come off of a V or a W? So, W to S looks like that. V to S looks like that. R to S. T, U, V, A, B. B is probably another one that confuses people sometimes, because you can go B to S. Some people go like this. They go B to S. Why don't we go B to S like this? Can anybody tell me? That's right. It looks like an L and an R, or an L to a capital G. So, B to S, that's why we write it like that. Give it a try. You might find that it's easier to remember that a B can be written like an actual B, which is written like this. Let's see, any other ones that you can think of that might be difficult? Most of the S's have an entrance stroke. The only ones that don't are W, V, and that's really it. W, V. Yeah, those are the only tricky ones that I can really think of. Well, if I have forgotten anything that might be complicated you'd like me to go over, please leave that in the comment section below, and I will try and do my best to help you out. Now that we've thought about all of the ways that we can connect all of the letters, we can start writing words. Tomorrow will be words. So, look forward to that tomorrow. That is all for today. I want to thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And I will be back tomorrow with more calligraphy videos. So take care until then. Okay, love you, bye.